Good morning. Welcome back to my bedroom. I'm Chuck Graves, and I've been fooling around trying to figure out how to put a background in here so you don't have to see my bedroom. I haven't got it figured out yet, but we'll just go on with today's story. The next article from my magazine is called Risk, and that's what I'm going to read for you next. So put on your thinking cap and see how you like this story. Risk by Chuck Graves. When I buy a lottery ticket, I risk $1 against the possibility to win millions. A reasonable risk in anybody's book. The chances of winning are almost non-existent, but at least there is a chance, so I risk it. If I win, great. If I don't, it's no big deal. Millions of people do it every day. There's another risk that millions of people take every day. The odds are pretty much the same, but the payoff is very different. It's called tailgating. When I tailgate, I risk the lives of everyone in my car and those of anyone outside the car that may be in the vicinity at the time of the crash. There's only one reason I have ever been able to think of that caused me to tailgate. The person in front of me wasn't going as fast as I wanted to be going. And that really is all there is. A mere desire to be going faster is not a need. I have proven this to myself many times. For example, I go to work at about 6:45 a.m. every day. I go the speed limit because it's a great and perfectly legal fuzzbuster. If I'm not speeding, I can't get a speeding ticket. Makes me a lot more relaxed when I see a police car. Anyways, quite often someone comes up behind me wanting to go faster. Now it is only 3 miles from my street into town. I used to get angry, road rage and all that stuff, but I found that since there's not much traffic, my blood pressure stays a lot lower if I just pull over and let the guy go by. Zoom, he goes by and gives me a look like, what the hell was I think holding him up like that? So I continue into town, and there he is, stopped at the first red light. My experience is, the faster I go to a red light, the better my chances it'll still be red when I get there. I'd rather get there when it's green. I figure that it will take about 1.5 seconds for each car stopped at the light to get moving when the light turns green. So if there are 8 cars between me and the light, it'll take about 12 seconds after the light turns green for me to be able to go. This makes any effort to get there in less than 12 seconds wasted. Now he has spent all that time he saved racing by me, sitting at the red light. The light turns green. Zoom. He makes every attempt he can to reach the best possible speed in the 30 yards between the lights. The second light always turns red just before the first one turns green. Now I know maybe there is something nobody is telling me about. I don't know, maybe there's something that's telling me about, like I get more points when I die for the most seconds spent sitting at red lights. Why else would so many people be in such a hurry to get to it? The light turns green and zoom, he turns left and heads down Main Street. I make my turn and also head down Main Street. About 30 seconds later, I go by the donut shop and see him just getting out of his car. I think, must have been a sale on donuts. If humans were honest, we would accept that this is the reason that so many of us die in car crashes each year. We are willing to risk our lives and the lives of our loved ones because we aren't going as fast as we want to be. If we could go as fast as we want, the only thing we would achieve is reaching our destination a little sooner. So let's equate the two risks. When I risk $1, the chances are about 1 zillion to 1 that I will win the big money. But there is that chance, so I do it day after day, week after week. I never win, but I don't think much about the loss because I don't expect to win. But boy, if I do win, my life will be changed forever. So I keep doing it. $1 risked to maybe get millions. When I tailgate, I risk my life and the lives of anyone with me against the possibility of arriving at my destination a little bit sooner. My speed is only relevant in that the greater my speed, the more damage and death will result. Even at slow speeds, freak things can happen and people can die. Since I have been driving day after day, week after week, for years without ever crashing, I don't think much about the losing, only the winning of a few seconds of time for my trip to the mall or to the ball game or whatever. But boy, if I do lose, my life will be changed forever. My child's life or the life of my best friend risked to get there. How much sooner could I get there to make it worth it to me? Oh yes, there's lesser prizes. Maybe sometimes I won't die. Maybe I'll just get in a fender bender and my insurance rates will go up for a few years. Maybe I won't hit the guy in front of me. Maybe I'll veer to the right and miss him and hit a kid on a bike instead. Then I'll only have to live with that maybe the rest of my life. Oh, but I'm a good driver. I won't ever get in a crash. The fact is, every driver who ever got in a crash, no matter how severe, thought the same thing when they got in their car for the trip that day. You know what? I just decided to pay attention and stay way back from the guy in front of me. If I'm late, then damn it, I'm late. My tough luck, but no one's going to die because I thought I wanted to be going faster to work or to the concert or the job interview or whatever. No one's going to die just because the great me feels like going a little faster. If I don't want to be late, I'll start earlier. If I can't start earlier, I'll live with it. And so will everybody else. And one of the things, that's the story that I wrote. And one of the things I think about is what you should do. What I advise everybody to do is write down on a piece of paper your reason for tailgating, your reason for following the car in front of you closer than you need to be. And then, when you have a crash and somebody dies, go to the funeral and read what you wrote down on that piece of paper. You think that's going to work out? I think you'll rethink how close you follow people. The next article in the magazine for that month is called Negative Juices. Negative Juices is something I wrote because I've thought about it. Okay, you want to read this piece because the term negative juices will recur many times in this magazine. When I am angry or frustrated or otherwise unhappy, my body produces what I call negative juices. Doctors can tell me exactly what they are and what they do, but I know this. They hurt my body and only my body. When a guy cuts me off and I get angry, the negative juices flow. But they don't flow in his body, just mine. He has gone his happy way and I, by my own choice, am destroying my own body. So I'm learning to relax, be happy. Life is good. Negative juices are my own personal enemy. It's not the situation I'm in. It's not an event that has happened. It's not a person who has annoyed me or is annoying me. Negative juices are not controlled by anyone or anything outside of me. So how do I know when the negative juices are flowing? It's like how I know I have to pee. I feel something inside that says I have to pee, and I just go do it, and I feel better. My body gives me a physical sign. It might feel like a burning just below my breastbone. I might begin to feel hot all over, but something will signal it. When I feel it, I have to let all external thoughts go, everything about the situation. Focus on my breathing, take slow, deep breaths, focus on my heart, try to calm it down and slow it down. Take myself out of the situation in my mind and look at it as if I was a bystander. Tell myself that nothing that happened is worth the negative juices that are harming my body and killing me right now. The negative juices are my true enemy, and they are not out there. They are inside, and nobody out there can do anything to stop my negative juices. I have to do it. I am the only one I can blame for my feelings because I am the only one who can do anything about them. So that's the story of negative juices. I thought there was more, but there wasn't. Okay, that's good for today. Uh, I hope you enjoyed what you heard, and hope you'll think about the negative juices, because the negative juices are hurting you and not anybody else. When you get angry and all of that stuff, it doesn't affect anybody else. They don't even care or know. Just so you have to control yourself, and hopefully you've learned that from me reading this. Okay, uh, stay tuned. Come back again for another page tomorrow, and we'll see how things go. Thanks for again. I'm Chuck Graves, and thanks for watching my video. And see you again tomorrow.